Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. I am Ha. I am Aham. I am Mat. And so it is. Okay, everyone. I'm going to roll the die and then we're going to get going. I have the 40, 5D, 60 union read and the twin flame read as well. And let's see what the die say for us today. All right, we have the number 11. Let me just switch this over a little bit. Number 11. Let's see if I can focus it a little better. We have Scorpio, and we have Pluto. Okay, so that's very profound transformation between Pluto and Scorpio, and the number 11, which is justice, truth, and balance, but that's also Libra energy. So profound transformation, and I have the energy of the 3-ring circus from last night, just the energy that I was getting. And I'm going to show you the picture of the two reads. Here is the union read. Okay, see, it's very beautiful. Just look at the colors and how it makes you feel. The 4D, the 5D, the 6D, the divine feminine on the left, the divine masculine on the right, the bridge between them, the incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine, the underlying energy, and the closing energy there. The twin flame read, the basic read, both from the Starseed, the Syrian Starseed deck. And then here is the complete read in front of you, the 7-deck read with all the clarifiers. It is a big read with a lot of energy. If something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. There's a lot of messages in this. And if you want something more specific, you can find my information below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com, as well as my CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe. And so here we go. Okay, so today's the 14th, June 14th, 2021. 6 of the Lovers, 13 of the Transition, or the Death card. And then today is the 14, which is the Temperance card, along with the Knight of Wands today, the 25. So 25 and 14, which are both Sagittarius energies. Oh, there's a lot of Sagittarius, and then a lot of, there's Scorpio and Pluto transformative energies. Yeah, very interesting there. So a lot of, it's like being on the cusp of Sag and Scorpio in a very profound way, but also a touch of Libra in there as well with the 11 and justice, truth, and balance. So really digging deep and then coming into balance, right? Which is the process of expanding and then coming back to center every time. Keep expanding, keep coming back. Keep expanding, keep coming back. You may fall sometimes and then you come back. It's like falling off the horse. You just keep getting back up and up and up. And I have the union energy here at 3:44 yesterday. 3 is the Empress and 44 is the 4 of Cups. Grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. The 4D, 5D, 6D energies of today, June 14th, 2021, which was actually the first time my twin responded to me. And then we have the 6 of Swords and the underlying energy, the 8 of Pentacles, and the solar deity, the Sun. So we have peace, and the birds were chirping at that time, with dolphin play, 0 point, the circle of trust, and socializing, comfortable in emotions, lining front steps with crystal towers in preparation and cleanup for sunshine, exposure, for dolphin in ocean to meet Pegasus in the sun. Swimming and flying in opposite directions. They took the long way around. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Okay, so again, in preparation and cleanup for sunshine and exposure for dolphin in ocean to meet Pegasus in the sun, swimming and flying in opposite directions. Took the long way around, and she'll be coming round the mountain, or the block, the obstacle, when she comes. The incoming divine feminine is the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Emperor, which is also reason in this deck. The Knight of Cups meeting and greeting with the King of Swords and the Emperor. All right, there's 3 masculine energies here. Giving them a hand, perhaps, reviewing the rules, taking away AI. That is so weird that I wrote that. I was working on my Illustrator last night, and then there was too much memory required to close it, so I actually lost the AI file, which is just Adobe Illustrator, but AI is coming up here. So reviewing the rules, taking away AI, 3 generations of men reconcile, socializing on the divine feminine side, but there's a lot of masculine energy there. The 4D here is the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and abundance. The divine feminine purge, in need of sun, but none, deep in the woods, or worried about someone, or just stressed, or a headache, or purging at night. The divine masculine abundance with mother's open arms. She the house, he the roof and attic, or he living in an extended attic perhaps. Bridging and separation of heartbreak, healing and forgiveness. The ship with searchlights on, offshore sighting, or the sun suddenly breaks through the dark clouds. The 5D here is the Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and Ascension. The divine feminine's curious about something new, or studying, or a child is, a new opportunity or invitation, or joining a new 5D group. The divine masculine ascending, coming full circle, each with a ball in their right hand, hers clear, his dense, dealing with different consciousnesses around, or both, with a child starting something new and grand to expand their abilities here. Bridging with the 8 of Pentacles, while girls are away, the divine masculine with play, creating something special and unexpected, or waving hands over crystal fire. And that's at 407, which for me is the sweet spot, 4 to 7 in numerology. Again, coming to the middle, but just airing slightly to the feminine or the left side there. We have the 6D, which is indigo, justice, and tower. The divine feminine indigo proposing a new manifestation, gifting crystals or unexpected diamond, popping up where least suspected. And someone might have lost something too that they'd found. The divine masculine here, tower, as on the bridge in 4D, you manifested a lightning strike over water in 4D, but in 6D over land, ho. Ship hit tower and caused multiple fires to put out. Shadow caught doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, or cleaning or clearing the phone lines. And then I was getting Lionel Richie's hello, right, na 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 na, like, you know, the beginning where the phones are ringing. So then the words for hello came up, but not only from Lionel Richie, but from Adele as well. So first the lyrics from Adele came up. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet and go over everything. They say that time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in Cali dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done, but when I call you, you never seem to be home. Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried. I tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter. It clearly doesn't affect you anymore. Or whatever that word is. So hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry, I hope that you are well. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's so secret that the both of us are running, it's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. We're literally running, not in time, but out of time. And then from Lionel Richie, which was what I actually heard, I've been alone with you inside my mind and in my dreams. I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your smile. You're all I've ever wanted and my arms are open wide. 'Cause you know just what to say and you know just what to do, and I want to tell you so much I love you. Longing to see the sunlight in your hair and tell you time and time again how much I care. Sometimes I feel my heart will overflow. Hello, I just got to let you know, 'cause I wonder where you are and I wonder what you do. Are you somewhere feeling lonely or is someone loving you? Tell me how to win your heart, for I haven't got a clue, but let me start by saying I love you. All right, so those two songs came up. Or literally a cell phone tower may have fallen, or Quasimodo got knocked off the top of Notre Dame, or shocked by proposal and bridging by justice as the bell tolls, and as the munchkins sing, the wicked witch is dead. A portal opens and there is balance. There is resonance here at 434, which is the Emperor and the 8 of Wands of the energetic exchange. The Divine Feminine in a dark hole alone, then making a call to a men's place like Home Depot, checking the future as proposal is made, expecting to hear back, and another call tomorrow. The Divine Masculine hits the mother load. Mother's help, charitable or abundant support, to take on the world, manifesting epiphanies and solutions to sudden events, or ran into a dark storm. So bridging here is stormy weather, or missing mother already, separation, lightning, and diving deep into dark emotions with help from the light. Working with crystal light and hand warmers, emerging portal to her door to make a breakthrough and find truth and balance without seeing it with your eyes, knowing how it feels instead. The outgoing Divine Masculine here is the Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles arrived in a foreign land, or greased lightning and proposal of presence or gift of third flame, igniting new passion and time in the sun, suddenly exposing all and taking a leap to seasons in the sun, from blue to red hot, rushing forward, flying across the sky, while the Divine Feminine swims underwater, taking a shortcut, a hole in the mountain underwater, so there's no need to go all the way around the mountain when she comes. Only face deep in emotions and how they connect with each other, while the Divine Masculine goes sky high to the poles to process instead of around the world. So it's like they're going vertically instead of going around the world to meet the other way around. She goes underground and he goes up high. So going through the vertical pillar as opposed to the horizontal pillar. So the overall number for this read was 30, which is the union energy. And you'll see my pick today it's called the 3-ring circus, but it's literally the way they were showing me the union in the home is at 0 point in the toroidal field. So check out the picture that I post today. You might get an activation there from that. The horizontal pillars here were 6, 8, and 16, which is the Lovers, Strength, and the Tower. The vertical pillars were 6, 9, 11, 3, and 1. And the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine had Aries and Gemini or Virgo on their side, with the Knight, or rather King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. The Divine Masculine had Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, and Leo on their side, and the Knight of Pentacles. The only thing between them was Libra energy, which again came up with the die today as that energy of balance, of truth and balance. So we have the Lovers suddenly through the Ring of Fire, okay, which represents the eclipse, but also Lion's Gate on 8/8. And then the Lovers 9/11, or Hermit and Justice, expand and contract, reflecting reunion. Offer of new life, of truth and balance, abundance and magic at home and or union. The Divine Feminine with 3 brothers, or my 3 sons, Indigo and Good Student kids. And the Divine Masculine with mother, or 2 to 3 girls, offering a gift or vacation or proposal to sunshine. Now kids are independent, and it's time for action. I also just noticed my next door neighbors. If I'm looking out of my house on the right, my neighbors there's a sign that they're selling their house all of a sudden. They haven't lived there for very long, so I had no idea. So something unexpected might pop up. The Syrian Starseed deck, I cut that for the Twin Flame read here at 5:05 yesterday afternoon, which is the 5 and the 5 of the Hierophant, or the 50 of the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and the 5 of the Hierophant, which is freedom, expansion, and change, but also commitment to self. So the Syrian Starseed deck. And the whole time I was starting this read, I kept hearing from Seasons in the Sun, goodbye, Mama, it's hard to die. When the birds are singing in the sky. Everywhere. I can't remember the words exactly. So this is Seasons in the Sun. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. All right, so you might want to read the lyrics if you want to, because it was just coming. It was goodbye, Mama, it's hard to die. It kept coming over and over and over and over. And then it was some energy of someone left. I was getting the energy of M, so I don't know if there's a M or Emma, but M also can be Amana, creator, Michael and Metatron, Mary and Mary. So all of those energies come up under M. But the time 5:37 came up as significant, and the train was tooting as that happened as well. 5 again is the Hierophant, 37 is the King of Cups, unconditional love. But also could be King of Cups, water sign, or a Taurus energy there with the Hierophant. And then at 5:34 I completed the read of the 5 of the Hierophant, expansion, freedom, and change, and the 34 of the energetic exchange, but also the arrows of love, a lot of communication or travel going back and forth, just very quick movement. And we had the major arcana of Luna, which is the moon, Tower, Alchemy, which is the Temperance card. Before the read was Justice, and after the read, Ascension, which is the World in this deck. We had 2 wands, 2 cups, 3 swords, and 1 pentacle. So very well balanced, just more swords than the others. And then we have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Cups in the read. And after the read, the Queen of Wands. We had the numbers, the double numbers 33, 44, 66, and then 77 in the read. 33 being the Christ vibration and the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself and taking the high ground. The 44 of grounding, integrating, and mastering of love, the 4 of Cups. The 66 of the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of 7 of the Sovereign, which also can be a mother and daughter there. Okay, starting over and standing up for themselves. And then we also, the number 8 is very significant, which is the inner and outer strength, the manifestation of dreams, but also the dance between the divine masculine and feminine within, and then the polarizing, and then coming together in that 8 between the actual masculine and feminine. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, that focusing on that 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting again the 34 with the 25, which is the Knight of Wands. And today is the Knight of Wands with the 14 of the Temperance card in Sagittarius. 2, 3, 4, 5. The need to strive or thrive and be strong. And I'm getting Seasons in the Sun again, is coming up again now. Again, the code line was all about moderation, but it was broken up into M and then odoration. And odorate actually has a meaning, and ion is connection. So I'll get into that in a minute. But the code line was all about the number 7 with 4 and 3, which is the Emperor and the Empress, and then the Chariot of the 7. But 7 is also the calm before the storm, right? The ascension into the light storm. And then we have the message here on the code line. The first interpretation was Sophia, I am, and the energy of foo-foo coming up here. But I was getting, instead of Christmas, foofmas, like Christmas, except for like airheads. And it's really funny because my son just went to camp. So there's just a lot of energy about people so excited to come together, right? Because they haven't been able to socialize for a long time. Sophia, I am, foofmas, or camp, coming together in joy to socialize. The Knight of Cups, to be moderate, or M, odorate, connection. So yes, foo-foo en masse, coming together, camp, parties, socializing, and the Knight of Cups, to go home. Regarding moderation here, M, odoration. So also shift work, or sickness and disease, going crazy, nuts, a mass gathering, and the Knight of Cups. Whoa! Who, where, when, what, they, them, that, somewhere, how high? Village in torment, anguish. They, them, he, she, it, her, him. And odoration. M, fame connection, right? M is Imana, is the Palladian word for God, the she God. So odorate means to have an aversion to, or hate, or dislike, or loathe. To feel reluctant to, empty, desolate, void, but also a greeting, good wishes, regards. Each other, odd, strange, fire, originating from, amazing, fame, noteworthy, amazing, daring, gigantic, powerful, and worthy. So Sophia, I, the fool. Dippy, I support. Heavy, rare, earth element, or pure, virgin, sincere, without in. So boat houses also came up here as maths houses. Without us, or without you, we are not. Or without guts, or having the courage to dare. The re, or shaman, of chalices and heart. Delirious, overexcited, frenzied, wild, tipsy, intoxicated, or enraged or fired up with enthusiasm. To riddle, sift, and separate in order to throw off. We also have the roe and the king, the ace or rye, catcher in the rye, and the Knight of Cups of woe, because the M god, or the Palladian she god, with aversion to, or hates, or sends their regards, famous, gigantic, and powerful, originating from fire, odd, strange, each other, empty, the void, but noteworthy and amazing all at the same time, but doesn't like him. So it's initially what I was getting was the masculine talking about how, I would deal with God except for the fact that God doesn't like me. And no matter what I do, it's like they hate me, like God hates me. So sickness came up here in disease, and Irmas, which is someone who inherited something, the heir of a disease or sickness, in reunion with the Knight of Cups. A big beating or big plant furniture. I was seeing a what's it called? Furniture weaved with, like bamboo and that kind of stuff. I'm just blanking out on the word with an R. You can put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just blanking out. So a noise, a sound, abundance of heart, good at love, or well developed and aroused, but experienced a strong negative emotion. So this was also coming up like someone is actually fine, abundance of heart and good at love and well developed and good looking and aroused by their partner, but they experienced strong negative emotions in the past. An aversion to anything good, fame, worthiness, being desolate and void. So there is that energy coming up here. And again, of someone having an illness or thinking they're dying or are dying. So 649 is 6 of Lovers, 49 of the 9 of Cups. We start with the 4 of Wands upright, which is the home or union energy. And below, so we have the 4 of Wands here. You see the red of the card there, the mini cards on top, and then 5 cards down here and 5 cards out at the end makes it a 21 card read. Beneath the 4 of Wands, or the home or the union, is the 6 of Cups upright, 10 of Wands upright, 6 of Swords reversed, Justice reversed, and the 7 of Swords upright from the bottom up. Inner and outer children loving each other, working too hard with the weight of the world and no peace and injustice, of taking the risk to pass downloads at home and for union, with drawbridge to castle out, released from prison, anxiety, the trap, to knowing and keeping to themselves, pure with peace of mind, in a losing battle of rejection and vulnerability, entitlement, or baby crying or crybaby, loss and regret, guilt and shame, or feeling really bad you couldn't go to their game, or released from prison and unaware outwardly that the Page of Cups reversed is crying and feeling badly, grieving, loss and regret. In the past, the Fool fell or behaved poorly, lacking faith with unhappy family, or emotionally unfulfilled. The horny devil turned the Divine Feminine's world upside down, and now announcing or judging, waking people up or playing music to the Queen of Cups reversed and Sovereign reversed, bleeding out, or the Queen of Cups reversed herself lost power, money, and independence without a second person there, or lost everything in a betrayal, ending the pain with the 10 of Pentacles upright, family, business, or community bridge, or left for dead on the bridge, contemplating ending it all with energetic exchange and hanging a shingle over injustice, a tainted judge, or divorcing, or home is stable but unfair with no peace or no peaceful place to go. So, and again, anyone who's dealing with thoughts of suicide or going through a dying process, if you don't have help, make sure to reach out and get help. And I'm so sorry for you're going through this pain. It's not fun to go through. The Queen of Swords upright is speaking here while folding laundry or packing, being an angel or Leo, child or pet, and taming the beast, pacifying one to get them to do all the work, and not working or unable to concentrate until Leo, kids or pets, are out of there. Leo confident, streetcar named Desire, or said they found the box cutters under the parents' beds when returned, or when on vacation, or kids back and forth between parents, and this happened. Perhaps somebody is cutting. The cowardly lion with tail between their legs, a waste of money in a never-ending and never-ending work at 7-Eleven. And that's the time, not the business, but it could be the business for somebody. Religious factors coming up here, and beneath it, release your ex, as the Hermits upright missing their flame, and big love at work with the Knight of Swords cracking the whip, and hangry Magician reversed, insecure without tools, due to narcissistic Hierophant upright, or commitment to religion, establishment, marriage, or Taurus, or the old boys club, no girls allowed, Spanky and the gang, except Darla, of course. At 716, which is the Chariot and the 16 of the Tower, 3 generations of male abusers, or man and 2 sons, or man, his son, and his brother, or buff old man in his birthday cap and scraggly beard, and hangry, manipulative young man, and their son with a whip and black diapers, perhaps, taught to use and abuse women, or make them serve and cook dinner, fry it up in a pan, and never, never let him forget he's a man, expecting them to work out every day and be strict with the kids, especially with what they watch, while he watches porn whenever he wants. At 722, the Chariot and the Fool, 2 angry young men and an abusive father, or married into that family and needing to protect the children from them. Intuition comes up here with 32, 32 being the 6 of Wands, the journey, and the 22 below that of music. The Ten of Cups happy family with a new passion to end conflict and be happy with themselves. The Page of Cups is upright in a message of love from third party with no reunion, but no longer confused and dumping emotional attachments or EAs or multiple loads. Or the Page of Cups is the baby of the Ten of Cups family and knows they're full of it. Or trying to get a party together but no one's responding, or rejected over and over again and now being dumped on from the other side, causing multiple loads or leaks and lots of wash to do, or a big mess from a party and nobody helping. The Page of Cups is like Cinderella expected to scrub the floors while they party and sleep until noon, or message about multiple loads expected to be dumped at the house, the inequity of no peace or miscommunication, and a man only working there to get attention from girls and not helpful at all. Use your intuition in twit connection, and the 22 of the Fool. The underlying energy, most underlying of this read, is the Lover's sharing, or Gemini is, being charitable, with the Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups both reversed, with the Knight of Swords upright between them, or the Knight of Swords is the messenger or go-between between two women or girls who won't talk to each other. We have, going forward after this read, separation and heartbreak, suffering and silence over deception, or up at the crack of dawn, grieving a loss, regret, or just don't feel right, without sleep, unable to face your fears of the day, or bodyguard to the Empress reversed, right? You have to always be on when you're doing a job like that, right? And it's hard to do that when you haven't slept. So the King of Swords is reversed, maybe mad that he protected her, or coming together at work to end pain, or in a painful ending with the Empress reversed, or betrayal, or woman with back pain and treatments in lack or experienced a miscarriage at the hands of her protector, or the Empress reversed guarded to the King of Swords while working together, or two King of Swords reversed here, and one protecting her from the other, or male twins, one may be good and one may be bad, and the central energy is Luna reversed, deception, or the early bird catches the worm, or catches the rye. So someone might actually have to go run out and get the rye bread in the morning too. The Page of Swords upright, spreading the word, or newspaper route, or stepping it up in energetic exchange, the arrows of love, or lots of communication or travel back and forth, or errands after a recent tower event, perhaps a yard sale where all must go, or a business, with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, and community, losing patience and or temper, along with fallen angel and a breakup, or love loss, and insecure and manipulative, or Aries, Libra, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, all reversed. The only one upright there is Scorpio, with the Page of Wands inspired to share or settle out in energetic exchange under the radar or under the table in cash, with the Page of Cups reversed, freaking out, and the Emperor reversed, uncomfortable being there, but they can't leave, and Scorpio child, doesn't have to be a Scorpio, but it definitely could be a Scorpio child here, maybe spoiled and entitled, having an emotional fit, or rejection came as a shock to them at 7:49. Maybe it's a child who never gets said no to. Or tears and vulnerability, and the Emperor reversed, very uncomfortable, not knowing how to deal with emotions. The Page of Wands sharing an energetic exchange with the Page of Swords upright, or the Page of Cups reversed under the radar, that the Emperor reversed didn't know about. Or the Page of Wands is sharing the Page of Cups reversed personal message with others, the Page of Swords dumping multiple loads and or emotional attachments, or EAs, with the Hermit shedding light on it, and turning and falling then, uncomfortable, can't walk away or escape the energy, and then crying at home, or about union, or just stressed out at night or having headaches. The challenge being the Three of Cups reversed, bad influences, social distancing, third party, gossip, or no reunion, the Knight of Wands upright, and the Empress reversed. The Empress reversed expecting the Knight of Wands to always drop everything at a moment's notice when she calls. The Knight of Wands deeply annoyed with clingy third party or negative group or gossipers, overindulgers, partiers, antisocial behavior of Taurus and Scorpio both reversed. The Sag to the rescue as the Knight of Wands, yet never a word to the wounded warrior divine feminine in the 5D. The Three of Cups reversed group looking back At injustice, divorce, or Libra reversed, and the Page of Pentacles upright, a good student, helpful, or an opportunity or an invite. And 2 coming in just to be turned away, uninvited or exiled, with the Knight of Pentacles upright offering help or friendship to Star, Healer, or Dream Girl, or Aquarius, who may be judgmental, calling them out, music or wake-up call, to jealous rage of the Star expecting to be pampered, for the Knight of Wands to burn the past and run in and rescue them, and then find out only to be rejected. The Page of Cups reversed, unable to express their emotions or feelings or can't find the words, with Fallen Angel, impatient or losing patience or temper, with Sag and Libra both reversed, and the King of Cups reversed, with conditions or emotionally unavailable or drinks too much, hanging out between receiving love offers and performing and trying to keep their balls in the air, and now crowning the 2 of Wands, the twin flames, the Knight of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles out in the cold, which can be 2 siblings or 2 partners or 2 young co-workers. The Queen of Wands reversed, frustrated or out of control, sexually or creatively blocked, sick and tired or pissed off. The twin flame with big love and defenseless to energies and attacks, and walking away and within, or just lots of walks to dump emotional attachments. The big love, dream girl, or a dream come true, or Aquarius in the 10 of Cups reversed, unhappy family or emotional cycle, so overdue cycle to be done. The Queen of Swords is upright, the Queen of Cups reversed, stuck and broken or without a car, feeling a failure under the radar, dissatisfied with the Queen of Cups reversed, who could be a Scorpio here, who flies off the handle. Capricorn or Devil burning the past for new passion, castrated, marking their territory, frustrated, without romance and powerless, or with dependent or is dependent here at 8-11, which is strength of the dance and the 11 of truth and balance. The King of Wands reversed, not seeing eye to eye with the King of Pentacles reversed and Emperor reversed together. In a downturn, retrograde, or things just not working out, with Aries and Libra both reversed, grieving loss or regret, guilt and shame about the past. The Knight of Wands going back to rescue, and the Knight of Pentacles offers help going forward, one very fast and one very slow. Sag and Libra reversed, Capricorn or Pisces upright here, or unhappy, stuck, hanging out with children, or getting stuck with the kids. And soon here is the 8 of Pentacles reversed, over time or not working out, the wounded warrior with the world upside down, or divine feminine in 5D, starting over and over with twin and or kids, letting go to fix, repair, or make amends, reaping rewards of investment and home, in the home, with the Leo King of Wands reversed, or Leo child or pet, and the King of Wands reversed may be having to pay for it, or paying their way. Twin flames are seeing themselves as the Queen of Swords upright, announcing a wake-up about working too hard for the man, the establishment, the institution, the patriarchy, religion, and marriage, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, while the Knight of Cups is offering love, being love, hanging out and doing the daily, performing for the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Aquarius, slave driver, along with Taurus, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and Capricorn or Pisces amidst the Knight of Cups, being loving, and the 2 of Pentacles juggler or performer. And those could be 2 kids there as well. Make the effort, keep an open mind and engagement, which has to do with your love life ascending to a higher level of commitment. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is alchemy reversed, or the Queen of Swords, impatient, with Fallen Angel or Sag reversed, not blending, and the need, not blending after standing up to withholding time, money, and effort, as well as love, playing hardball and pushing buttons, in separation with the Knight of Swords, choosing the path of truth of the heart. The Knight of Swords is out of the gate, the wild horse tamed enough to race anyway, but still hasn't come home to mama. No higher love. The block being the Knight of Cups, loving in union with temptation, or the King of Cups reversed, or codependent man with conditions. We have moderation, which was broken up into M and odoration, but even more so here, love partnership, love, completion, and green environment. So there's a lot of green here, and then purple and blues. So we went from the sacral chakra to the heart chakra and a green environment, and then moving to the third eye and the throat chakra there. The Emperor reversed with fallen angel or drinking too much. Aries and Sag both reversed in a misery loves company situation. The Frog to Prince in the stretch with guilt and shame in 5D Connect. No running away from deception to 5D Connect, or running away at or from dawn to rest, break, meditate and pray, to give it a rest, to juggle the twin flame, or lying, cheating and stealing from one with Cancer or has Cancer in their chart. The Queen of Wands reversed at war within, at work with the Divine Masculine heart in the Batcave, coming out to the Divine Feminine in the 5D, or Pisces reversed, or about the world upside down and needing closure, defenseless to all the drama. The Knight of Wands rushing back, while the Knight of Pentacles offers help to crazy kids or pets and dependent or sibling, overexposed and powerless to the Queen of Wands reversed at work. The Divine Masculine without excuse and defenseless to sudden events, epiphanies, or orgasm, and truth told to the High Priestess, Pisces. That can also be a secret, the truth of the secret coming out, but also Virgo, Aquarius, and or a religious woman here. And that could be a nurse or an aide, something like that as well. At 8:37, which is Strength and the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands both reversed here, who are coming up as never satisfied or perhaps arrogant here, turning people away or sending them to the clown, juggling, performing, and choosing a path of the hermit with light from the word, or the light from the wand, right? It's like the light, it's like the wand. I always say that the wand energy is the 4D of the light in the 6D, okay? So it's like that conversion of the wand energy into the light. Or a Cancer patient going to the doctors and waiting for results. That can also be the light getting light work, like getting like RF ablation or something, getting some kind of cancer treated as well. The Knight of Cups offering love, but no time, money, or effort to the Six of Cups, innocence, soulmates, or star, healer, dream girl, and the Page of Swords upright sharing with the Page of Pentacles, or both sharing, or they're shaming each other, and both are shaming the Hermit, which also can be a professional or a Virgo or an old man, sending them back to where they started from. Step back, back to where you once belonged. So that was coming up there too. There's no peace in 5D Connect, or lack of sleep, or children shielding the guilty party so that they can have some space from others' interference in order to heal from it. Taking a rest or break or to start over, in need of a move, a trip, or to ascend, to share with others, or Cancer reversed, sharing and receiving big love from the King of Pentacles reversed, but not talking unless they get paid. Twins burdened by no peace, injustice, and risky downloads, past in union at home, the King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords upright, not blending in a sudden explosion of deception or before dawn. The challenge being the Three of Cups reversed, the third party, gossip, or negative group, partiers, social distancing, and or antisocial behavior. Overtime or out of alignment, the Knight of Cups twin flame at war within, to grow from frog to prince, and the Queen of Wands reversed, pissed off, with big love at work, getting him out of the Batcave to close a cycle. So this could be someone too who's mad that they never spend time with them, and then all of a sudden they're able to do all the things they said they couldn't do for them for somebody else. Or the Pisces reversed or divine feminine in the 5D world, defenseless to drama queen, explosion with truth, to the High Priestess or Scorpio with the truth to Pisces, a religious woman, secret, a nurse or an aide, with the home or castle, an explosion dumping multiple loads, the King of Swords reversed in a deception with the twin flame and challenged by negative group, gossip, partiers, third party, or no joy. The Queen of Swords upright, overworking, and it's not working out, losing patience or temper and offering love to the Frog Prince, enemy, or worst, fear, the Queen of Wands reversed working with the Divine Masculine coming out about their crazy world, or Pisces, or the Divine Feminine in 5D, and defenseless, or that excuse, to the energy or drama, and the Queen of Wands reversed. All three fire signs at the end here are reversed. Sagittarius The Sagittarius who is upright left the scene and went back, so they're not even here at the end anymore. Perhaps Pisces reversed and Scorpio had to tell Virgo or Aquarius the truth for them at 8:59, which is the strength, and then the 11th hour of the 59, which is also the 5 of Swords, the fear or war within, standing your ground, but not doing it with love. And then we have the main cards for the read were Libra reversed, Cancer and Sag and Pisces all reversed, Scorpio upright again here. Those were the main energies for the read. So let's go ahead and pull a few oracle cards and see where we are. I'm going to pull from the Lenormand Reverie first. Let's see what comes up for you guys. So again, the 3-ring circus coming up here. From the Lenormand Reverie, what do we need to know? Taking away from this read. All right. Oh, flowers. So somebody's getting a gift. And this is like for pain and suffering, for the cross they had to bear. And the things they had to cut out of their life. Very interesting combination. Or maybe seeing how the cross they had to bear was the gift of learning to cut through the BS, right? And put up boundaries perhaps, or cut out the obstacles that are in their life. Okay? So perhaps this gift may have been a cross to bear for someone. There could be a death here, but it also can be a religious affiliation. But it has to do with cutting out the mountain. And in the read, we talk about the Divine Feminine finding a tunnel under the mountain and Divine Masculine going over the mountain. Neither one of them had to go around. So like cutting out the BS or the middleman, the mountain, and making it just a molehill. So the hardest part about this was just cutting to the chase, basically. Of realizing that there's no mountain or obstacle that can't be overcome if you just allow and let the universe show you a secret way to get through it. I'm going to look those up too. And then we have the moon after that, and we just had the solar eclipse. But this is like someone too with really long nails, you know, mothers who stick their nails into you when they're angry. That may be coming up for somebody. But this is also like, you know how we're supposed to like with our intention, imagine like just squeezing the earth to get all of the oil or dark energies out of it, you know, with our white light. And here is the energy of the moon doing this here. But not happy about it. Something about being capped. Finials are coming up as well. But I'm also getting that energy of foosball again, you know, where the balls spin around off the bar. They spin around, they're loose. Like anything that's held that can spin. You know, like a globe. This is like a globe holder. Somebody could just be sitting there twiddling with something that usually sits in a spinner like that, and then spinning it themselves between their fingers. This is somebody who's pissed off though. And the moon, the moon energies have changed or shifted, and someone here may not be happy about it, but this is like the dark side of the moon, right? The negative energy there. The bottom of the deck is the die. So it's about rolling the die. And remember that our die came up as Scorpio, Pluto, and the number 11, truth and balance, right? Taking a risk, a gamble for big transformation, right? There was a big mountain there to climb. And taking a closer look, right? Before this came up for somebody else the other day, this is taking a closer look at the details before taking a risk. So that was the underlying energy. I want to roll the dice again since that came up for you guys. So why are the dice here in the underlying energy for the twins? All right, so we got Libra, did come up this time as well. The 9 of endings, compassion, and the collective consciousness. So in truth and balance and endings, and then there's the moon again with this, because we just had both eclipses. There's a lot of energy of profound transformation, which is why the Scorpio and Pluto came up. Because whenever the eclipses come up, especially this year, you know, there's always profound transformation that lasts at least 6 to 8 months, if not longer. Regarding endings here. And always coming back to center again. So it's being compassionate, allowing the ends to happen, connecting with your higher self, to the collective consciousness, and then coming back to center every time, remembering to be in your truth and always come back to balance again. You know, just it's just going within, taking a magnified look under the looking glass before taking a gamble. Just using your third eye too to see what's actually real in the picture that you see. What's actually real there. There may be a diary here too. Okay. This is journaling, magnifying things. Why am I get the looking glass? What is the project paperclip was coming up too for some reason with the looking glass. I don't know why. So that's coming up, as well as diaries, but also journeying, secrets, and taking a closer look. It's right in front of you before taking a gamble. Make sure you know what you're looking at. And this could be contracts as well. There's some kind of, there's some kind of harsh reality here in the family tree here of abuse. Look at somebody's journal. It may be in somebody's journal. Take a closer look at what it's really saying. Read between the lines about the risk somebody's been taking, or before you take a gamble on something. All right, so the flowers, I do want to read you what that is. Let's see here. That's number 9 also. All right, the flowers. No matter what is before me, I will always change it positively, but there's nothing before the flowers. What it is like when someone gives you a gift. This card is a fragrant smell of joy and happiness, a show of appreciation that could be on its way. The image here of a bouquet of pink tulips speaks the language of flowers in Victorian era. Flowers were used as a medium of communication. They became the code of lovers, a perfect way to convey or express love, passion, and appreciation. Long before the Victorian period, the highly valued tulip was considered so desirable it induced a phenomenon called tulip mania. Thus, the presence of this card signifies a valuable gift that is to be given or received. That the label here contains the name of the deck is a nod to earlier decks that often had the publisher's stamp embossed on one of the cards. Several early Lenormand decks contained the city flag of the publisher on the ship card, for example. When combined with a card such as the rider or the letter, the flowers card may serve as a beautiful invitation. If also combined with the park, it would be an invitation to a party. If it were the tower, it might mean a more unwelcome invitation to a hospital appointment. At least you will get flowers in your room. Okay, but we don't have either of those. So, I mean, it could be an invitation to a service or to a meeting about cutting out the obstacles at work, like a brainstorming session, something, maybe having to go to work at night to get something resolved, or go up the mountains. But just to cut through the chase, there may be some religious issues there to deal with. And again, abusive issues, or just, could be working overtime at night as well, which is a big obstacle or burden for you. All right, let's see from the other decks. Let's see what the animal deck has to say for you guys. There might be something with a dog as well. There's a dog that needs attention, or there may be a dog who's sick, or a dog who feels forgotten about, or a very loyal friend. Okay, the peacock. The peacock is in this deck is a very positive energy. It's not superficial on the outside. It shines its beauty from within and without. And then we have the sea serpent, which isn't quite closed yet, right? They don't have their tail in their mouth yet. And it came up yesterday as when you're still using your third eye before the rainbow bridge is sealed around the world. But when it's sealed, then you no longer need to use this so much, because then the colors of the rainbow come into the earth and affect the population. So we have the peacock of beauty and the sea serpent of the third eye and the kundalini energy, and then the oyster who's afraid of all that. And then here is the wolf who's just kind of like, huh? This came up in the read, like who, what, where, when, how far? You know, how far do I have to jump? So these are coming up from the animal spirit deck, and we'll get into that more in a second. The bottom of the deck is the crocodile, who's very patient, right? They're very patient and waiting so that they can, you know, rush in for the kill. And then here we have the shark. You know, both head to head. You know, this is like two people. Like it's a war of patience, right? Who can wait out the other one longer, right, before attack? Because as soon as they attack, it's going to be over, right? Someone's going to win for sure. But it's like a war of wills, like a spiritual war, as opposed to something else. But there's definitely a face-off here between two enemies or two aggressors, with the Scorpio and Pluto, profound transformation, and there's the fight behind it. Look, this could be like a boxing match, you know, whether it's the boxing match or not, or an accident that's so awful that people come from miles around to see it. They want to see these two go at it. And it could be literally a boxing match that's on TV. I don't know, because I don't watch boxing. Beneath that, though, is very elevated energy of the hummingbird and the unicorn here. You see his beak looks like the horn of the unicorn there. It's like they're standing guard. They're saying, "Here we go again, here we go again." Like they're wiser than to spend their time with this, but they are being aware that it's happening. And then we have the peacock. So why is the peacock here for you guys? Peacock, where are you? All right, the peacock's inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment or conflict or past pain within its psyche. Okay, so that's exactly what the cards were just saying, right? The two were staying out of it, but being aware and not judging them, but just like saying, oh, here we go again, right? The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When they're in balance, they're confident and kind, but when they're out of balance, they just can't take the situation, they can't digest it, and they need to then meditate on their navel chakra to get back into balance again. So again, the peacock is usually very confident and kind and neutral about things and accepting of other people, but there may be something that's just even hard for them to digest, and then you're being called to meditate on your navel center, your solar plexus. And then we have the sea serpent. Let's see what the sea serpent says, because that's one of the spiritual cards. Sea serpent is healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. It's like a mother where she wraps herself around us. In a gesture of protection, she supports us as we learn to express our true natures. So again, it's getting that comforting before the rainbow bridge is sealed all the way around the world, and then the colors automatically come into the collective. So for now, it's like the mother's loving arms need to keep an eye on the children, so to speak. Right? So even though the peacock is normally grounded, even they may get off balance sometimes, having to take care of all of these children, right? And look how the eye is like the reflection of the eye here, turning blue as opposed to yellow over here. Right? So even they can want to close up and hide sometimes when they're feeling off. Like the wolf feels just stunned and dazed, right? With all of the drama going on behind them, right? Because the leader of the pack, he's usually, in his confident stance, but he's not there. So it's like everyone's a little bit dazed, not feeling their usual confident self, and they need to meditate on their solar plexus or send some loving energy there. And let's see what, and again, so even you who normally doesn't judge others may be having a hard time not saying anything about everyone coming to look at this or everyone getting involved with it, instead of just seeing it and accepting it and sending love to yourself and to others to raise your vibration. So some of you may get triggered by these things. And this could be a worldwide scale of the two sides. It can be any situation of two sides where they're very aggressive two sides, both of them. All right, let's see what the journey of love says. It's 2:11 on the clock, and over here it's 1:02, and then it was 41, which is the Ace of Cups. So the Magician, the High Priestess, and the self-love, spiritual love, new love. And it was just 2:11, changing to 2:12 on the clock here, which is the High Priestess, with justice and wisdom. All right, let's see what the journey of love has to say. Okay, got 3 cards there. There's another one, and one more wants to be seen. The bottom of the deck is the blood dance, the 42 of the 2 of Cups, right? The dance back and forth of the 2 connection. And beneath that is the breaking of the King of Pentacles here, right? There's a lot of chaos within the cyclone, in the vortex. All right, someone's bending over backwards to accept this other, right? This is like the fight that everybody's watching. Somebody bending over backwards to accept the aggressor over here, or the more aggressive one. Just causing conflict within the vortex and discomfort in the blood dance, which is the pumping of the heart. When people get aggressive, when they get pumped up. And then the cards that came out for you guys is the Temple, which is the 11th hour, the 59 of the 5 of Swords. The stress of the moment before. The 24, the Queen of Wands. The 2D flat image here, right? It's a very two-dimensional image here. The space between the words. Needing space between the temple and intimacy. And here's 2 coming into the vortex. And here again, she's bending over backwards for him to come in the vortex and getting through the mountain or getting through the cyclone, getting through the drama of the cyclone here. And notice this is a 2D image of the whole, right? So there's 2 being public here and 2 being very private. And the space between the words. Like read between the lines, that came up. This is the second time that came up, because someone might be journaling, but they may not always journal exactly what they're thinking or saying, but they're leaving room for interpretation there in the space between the words, right? The space between the public life and the private life. The 59 of the anxiety of the moment before, or being in front of people, the war within, and the 35 of the wounded warrior, the war without. Right? The wounded warrior is the one who's actually fighting. The 5 of Nines is the swords, is all about thoughts and words and things that cause conflict within you. So, when you're out in front of others in your relationship and you're having everybody watch you, there may be a lot of fear here of what people will say, with very 2D view between that and this, instead of a multidimensional view regarding sensuality and intimacy and public displays of affection, or what the religion says that you're allowed to do, which is BS. You're your best judge of what's best for you. Right? There may be an outer world or a Queen of Wands who's reversed in this read, who's angry or religious and getting between this energy and this energy of intimacy here. And then the last card is the 38 of the Queen of Cups and the pearl threaded, which is connecting, right? The pearl is the bacteria that gets in the clam or the oyster and grows this beautiful pearl, right? So the negative that gets in, then once grounded and integrated, becomes this pearl that everybody has, right? This is our common bond. Our common connection is that we've all been through some things, right? Which is what makes us all so beautiful. It's like why you're so afraid to show your true feelings in public displays of affection. But there's some kind of religious connection here that people aren't allowed to do certain things per their religion. That things are very different in private, but it's causing conflict on the journey there. So I'm very much getting the waves of her hair, which is disjointed energy, is also in her hair here. There's a little bit of disjointed energy going through the cyclone in order to get to the vortex. So instead of going through the mountain to get there, finding a way under the vortex or coming in from above, instead of having to go through the trauma and the drama of the actual cyclone here. See, look, finding other ways around. Very interesting. So I have to read you the temple. And we'll be done. That's number 59. The lover and the beloved meet in sacred space. They take respite from the cares of the world, entering into sanctuary where only they exist. You are in need of this: meditation, making love, connection and dance, intimacy and surrender into the moment. Your body and soul need to enter into the temple and participate in sacred ceremony. Choose to gift this to yourself. Set aside time. Turn off the computer and mobile telephone. Turn on music and set the lighting. Be in the present moment. Do you remember your body? Ah, yes, here it is. Can you be in its temple with presence and delight? This oracle brings guidance to take time out to smell the flowers, savor the pleasures of life, and renew your connection to the inner lover. Your sensuality wants to come out and play. You're encouraged to explore scent, touch, taste, and feeling. You're encouraged to play with color, what moves you, what brings you into connection with yourself in this moment again. It is the wholeness of divine self-connection in sacred space that will best nourish you now. Love should be given as it is received. On this day, I grant you the love of 1,000 mountain streams and the pleasure of 100 bleats from a newborn baby fawn, for I too cry for love. And like the fawn, I cry with the hunger of being alive. And on this day, I cry for the happiness of giving, and the warmth of receiving, and the softness of your gentle touch. It is moments like these when I smile for the someone who will always care. Okay, guys. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, be good to yourselves. Take a deep breath and rise and be love. I will see you soon. Bye.